Cops arrest man because he doesn't have a jacket on while walking home after he got off at work. What the fuck?
Exactly.
What the fuck is this?
You straight? You need a ride somewhere? Hey, look, we just want to make sure you're all right. We just want to make sure you're all right. Sir, you need to talk to us, okay? Sir,
I'm good, bro.
can you calm down? All right? Sir,
Don't touch me.
Don't you think it's a little suspect that he's walking in the middle of the winter, cold as fuck, with no jacket on? I mean, I see bums with jackets on.
I hear you. Maybe. Well, I could give you so many different alternatives.
Check
right
this
now.
out. I'm gonna give you an example. I was in a place I wasn't supposed to be. I ended up getting stuck on like a hook or like a tree or something. My jacket got stuck. So in order for me to keep running, I could not run because my jacket was stuck. I had to take off my jacket to keep running. All right. So I ended up getting back safe and whatever. And rest in peace, Steven. I was like, man, I lost my jacket. Can you go back and help me find it? So we go back and we found my jacket because we were running from the cops that were down there on the creek because we're by the train tracks. So I mean, I can understand where a cop is gonna be like, man, why this guy ain't got no jacket on? Is he, you know what I'm saying? So
Maybe he
I
throw
can
his
see it.
jacket to run away.
To run away from some, or maybe to change what he was wearing, his description. So I can see why they could pull up on somebody like that. But now let's finish the video to see what happened.
we just want to talk to you. All right?
I'm on the way home. I'm straight.
Okay.
Where I'm going?
Okay, but you're walking in the middle of the road.
I understand that.
Is it the middle of the road?
He on the sidewalk right now. They might have caught him on the middle of the road.
Well, see, look,
Well,
pause it real quick.
why am I gonna walk in the snow?
Exactly. I was gonna say that. Why is he gonna walk? I've done that before. Like the whole sidewalk be full of snow, and I walk in the street. You know, so the cops do stop you for
I
that.
feel
too.
like sometimes too the cops get so over concerned, and now they make something out of nothing.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I would have took the ride home though. I ain't gonna lie.
We just trying to figure out where you're going.
Home. I just said that.
Ooh,
Oh, you okay, dude?
watch out, man.
Where's home at?
Do you want us to just give you a ride?
No, I'm good. I do this every night, literally. I'm straight.
At the same time too, if you took that ride and get dropped off at the crib in the neighborhood that you lived in,
That, when I was a kid, no.
Okay,
now
okay,
now as an adult, now
maybe same situation.
okay, I was just thinking about that because you made a good point on that because we had talked about this before. So you're absolutely right. As a kid, I wouldn't have jumped in that car. I would be like, hell
Or
no, I'm
maybe
scared.
maybe even sometimes an adult. What we was talking about earlier, maybe he's still in that adult life.
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
You know
I mean,
what I'm
that's
saying?
possible. He could have had like some weed on him or something.
Or not even that. I'm just saying that adult life, just still living that, you know,
that mindset.
that mindset.
Okay.
Now, what if I get dropped off at home?
They're gonna view me like that.
My
As
neighbors
the
saw
cop
me.
or something.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that. I can see that aspect because I felt like that when I was a kid. He seems like he's a little bit older. He's probably like in his 20s or something. But now in my 30s, if I'm walking home and a cop offers a ride to me, if I ain't got no drugs on me, no guns
said,
or knives,
"Fuck it."
I'm gonna get in that car, especially it being cold. But then again, I just heard what he said. He just said, I do this every night. Some people can handle cold temperatures and it gets their heart rate pumping to where
Yeah.
it makes them feel good.
It's
It's the cold, like the cold plunges.
No, it's weird. Yeah, honestly, there is some dude at my job, this old man, where he would come in. It's cold, middle of winter. He with a fucking shirt,
Yeah, you see, that's what I mean. Like, there's people that are like that. So
and then he be in the break room, tank top, turning up the AC. It's fucking winter.
With that cheap shirt on? What's your name, man? Huh? You don't know? Can you just stop and talk to us for a minute? Do you mind? Do you mind just talking to us for a minute? Just talk to us for a minute. Just talk to us for a minute.
I ain't gonna put my hand on female.
Are you trying to get home?
And they just cut it right.
So there's no more of the video?
No.
Because probably
There's no part 2?
probably got cut out because they're just.
Nope.
Oh man.
How would I take from that? Officers being a little over concerned. If the guy didn't want to talk to him, they could have just followed from a distance and see if he got safe home.
I agree with that. But I'm gonna counter that. Well, why didn't he just stop and talk to him real quick?
I mean, technically he didn't have to.
I mean, yeah, you don't have to, But to get me to get out of the situation, because I don't want cops fucking with me. I ain't trying to get harassed by cops. I'm a citizen going home from work. I have no problem with you checking me, because what if this person really is a criminal? What if this person really is a nefarious character in the neighborhood late at night trying to steal some shit with no jacket on? I know a bunch of people that were like that.
You're
You know
saying
what I'm
you're
saying?
thinking if you're at a house, if you're in your house seeing someone walking through the neighborhood with no jacket,
I'm gonna
that's what
think,
you're saying.
yeah, I'm gonna think.
You're saying as a citizen, I'm okay with that cop checking.
Yeah,
that-
hell yeah.
that other
I'm okay with the
citizen
cop seeing
walking
making
with
sure
no
that.
jacket.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with
I
that.
mean, I don't know about that.
I'm okay with that. And the reason why is because what if that person is on some bullshit? Like I said, it's the middle of winter, and I'm not saying that the cop is in the right or wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you can find justification for that. For just even asking a question. Can I just ask who you are? It's late at night. It's cold out here. Why are you walking home at night?
And
I mean, you can ask, but
and if
he doesn't
I
have
already
to
gave
I
ask.
know
you
he
an
doesn't have to answer, right? But how he reacts and answers, it makes me think, if I'm a cop, it makes me, okay, what are you hiding from me? Because a regular person is just gonna be, okay, yeah, here's my ID. I'm going home. I live right up the street. As a regular citizen that's not up to no bullshit. Now, when a person already has it in the stigma, I don't like cops. Cops are only fucking with me because of my skin color or whatever the reason. That makes it even a worse reason that they don't want to talk to cops. I think maybe they singled him out because he was black. Maybe I don't know if the cop was white or black. I don't know that. It sounded like a lady cop. I don't know what color she was, but maybe they singled him out because he was black walking. I don't know that. There was really no
You're probably
context
just
behind
making
it.
something out of nothing.
But and yeah, making something out of nothing. But at the same time, you're a cop and you're supposed to patrol at night and keep the neighborhood safe. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with them stopping people at night. And if it was broad daylight, you shouldn't have stopped you at all. But during the nighttime, when people are sleeping at night and they don't know what's going on, I think it's okay to stop people and find out if they're supposed to be there, if they live in that neighborhood. Can I give you a ride home? It's cold out here. That's what cops are there for. They're supposed to be there to help the public. She literally asked, "Can I give you a ride home?"
All right, and
I
if
mean,
I say
and-
no,
yeah.
then just go ahead and patrol.
And then
it.
and at that point, once she said no, it made her think like, well, why? It's cold out here. Okay, you do this every night. Okay, but let me just know who you are just to make sure that you're telling me the truth at this point. And yeah, he didn't have to, and that's maybe why I don't know if he got arrested or not. But I'm just saying, as a citizen that has no beef with the cops at all, I'm gonna go ahead and show them my ID. I do it all the time. If they ever stop me, I'm gonna show them my ID. I'm not gonna combat them and say, "No, fuck you. Why you stop?" I'm gonna tell them why you stopping me, obviously, but I'm not gonna combat them and give them shit about it. You know, sometimes I might be like, "Well, you only stopped me because of this, this, and this," but at the end of the day, I'm gonna comply.
But why does there have to be a crazy why? Why can't it just be a reasonable, like, this is what I want to do?
Well, that's fine. He did say that, but then after that, once they
Because what you're saying, he said no, he didn't want the ride, and now
Just to
you're
make
like,
it
why
easier-
don't you want the
just
ride?
to make it easy. Oh yeah, I mean, because that's a lot of. It's cold out, bro. Most of the time, people are gonna be like, "Yeah, give me a ride home." Most of the time, but he said he did this every night. That's what I'm getting to. The concept behind it. He said he did it every night. That's why he don't want to ride home, which is fine. The cops should have just left
Maybe
it
he
at
would have
that.
took a ride from someone else, not a cop.
I don't even think he would have took a ride from somebody else. I think he would have just kept walking. He said he does that every night. You know what I'm saying? But in the same time, if you do that, I don't know, bro. It just doesn't add up to me. You're walking home late at night. You do this every night, but you're afraid to tell me like anything else. Like you're afraid to just stop walking and talk to me for a second.
I
They-
don't even think it's afraid. I think he's just he's not legally bound to.
Okay, I understand the legally, you're not legally bound to do it, but to get out of the situation when you're a citizen, you're not doing nothing wrong. It's a 2 seconds to show them your ID and go on your about your merry way.
I mean, people are also heavy on their rights, so he wants to stand on that.
I wish they would have showed us more content, because we don't know if the dude had a warrant or if we don't know anything else about the situation, because it stopped right there. So it kind of sucks that there was no more content. I do understand. Like I say, I do understand when cops stop and frisk, when they stop people and talk to them, especially like in high crime neighborhoods. We don't even know if that was a high crime neighborhood.
This is like a real nice neighborhood.
This late at night,
I'm
my
just going
neighborhood,
off the houses
my
I see.
neighborhood at night when I was a kid at night looked like a real nice neighborhood in the snow. But really, they was out there shooting motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just we don't know until we know the contents behind it. But from what I'm saying, my own personal belief, if a cop pulls you over and you're on the side of the road walking late at night, just show him your fucking ID if you ain't doing nothing wrong and go about your merry way. If you want confrontation, do exactly what he did. It's that simple. It's that simple. Now there is some cops that are gonna be like, okay, they'll walk away and they'll leave it at that. But then there is them other cops that are gonna persist it until they find out who you are and where you're going.
That's just unfortunately not the norm in the world to cooperate with cops.
It's not really, to me, it's not really cooperating with them. It's them just asking a simple question on who you are, where you're going. It's late at night. You ain't got a jacket on.
I'm cooperating with your questions.
Yeah. And at that point, the cop should have just left. You know? The cop should have just left. But in my opinion, did the cop was able to do that? Hell yeah, the cop can stop and do that. Because now what if that person would have ran? Now we got something here. You know what I'm saying?
Made something out of nothing.
We made something out of nothing. Why'd you run? Why'd you run? Because you might have something. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You made something out of nothing. But if that person ran, he's obviously up to no good. That person didn't run, so he's most likely not up to no good. People that don't run, they're not up to no good. He was standing his ground, like you said, as his First Amendment, whatever the right is that you don't have to say nothing to them. You know, he was standing his ground on that. I agree with it, but at the same time, bro, it's 10 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night, cops roll up on you, just show them your ID and walk away, bro. You ain't got that. In my opinion, if you ain't got nothing illegal that you're doing to avoid any situations, just do it. What's the problem? Yeah. Oh, my rights, this, my rights, that. So eventually they're going to take all my rights away. Nah, when you view it like that, it's just you're going to complicate your life. Just like a lot of people complicate their life with cops. Now, when the cop is wrong for what, if it was broad daylight, then the cop would have been wrong. But it's late at night. I think it's okay. You don't know if he's stealing. I don't care about it. He could have been a white guy. Terry was white, and we were all out. I look at my skin color. I'm white, and I was out there stealing. I don't care about the color. That has nothing to do with the color. It's late at night when you're patrolling the neighborhood. We don't even know. We didn't even get context if they got called. That's what I'm trying to say. There was not enough context behind that video to know anything because they stopped it right after they were starting to talk. I think that was literally just a clickbait video, just to make it look like the cops are always picking on black people. Honestly, I think that's what it was.
I'm going to look further into that video.
Yeah, we definitely need to see more in that one. Drop me a follow on Twitter, Mike Vick 1989.
Yes, sir. Dem to Pimp on TikTok. Check it out.
Instagram, anything for Key. We out.